Good morning, Toronto Lemons, and welcome to another Mindful Moment. Now, here we are in the third week of our exploration of purpose. And if you watched last week, you will remember that we introduced this idea that your purpose may just be at the intersection of your personal values, so this idea of I am, and the service of others. Now, this week, what we're going to do is talk about three things we really need to get clear on, get real with, if we're going to live powerfully into that purpose. Okay? So here we go. The first, we all start, or at least many of us do, thinking about our purpose in relationship to our jobs. False. False. Our purpose is not our jobs. Our jobs are not the thing that get us up every morning, that push us through the challenges of life. They can't be, because our jobs are temporal. Whether you're in it for 60 years or 20 years or 20 days, our jobs can shift around and they can change. Remember this, that our purpose is not our job. Our jobs can be an expression of our purpose, but they are not our purpose. Number two, your purpose has changed, right? Well, maybe it hasn't, but it might. And human beings are storytelling creatures. You know, we tell stories all the time, and the greatest story that we tell is often the story we understand about ourselves. Now, I came to Toronto about 10 years ago with the want to be an actor. It's what I went to school for. And 2 or 3 years into the business, I had been working and finding some great gigs, but it just felt wrong. It felt like I wasn't doing what I should be doing. And that's because my purpose had become outdated. It had changed. And one of the ways I really could tell that it had changed is that my thoughts, my actions, and my words were no longer coming from a place of generosity, compassion, and care. They were coming from somewhere else. So that's my challenge to you this week. Is your current purpose outdated? Is it not really fitting you anymore? And maybe use this idea of your thoughts, your actions, and your words, and use that as like a litmus test to see if you're really in your purpose right now. And number three, you need to get comfortable with the idea that you will disappoint people in discovering your purpose. People can only know us through the stories we tell them about ourselves, and if we are simply, or not so simply, perhaps a little bit false in our own storytelling of ourselves, that's all they understand, right? And now I remember that when I was really chasing my purpose, a friend of mine who's so dedicated to her career said, "Yours is just a series of false starts." And I put down my fork, we were at dinner, and I said, no, my career has been one of listening well. Your career will change, and that can become uncomfortable for people, especially if that might mean, your purpose will change, especially if that means you might move, or you might change your career as an expression of your purpose, or perhaps you start acting differently. It's okay, because you are in the work of finding what your real purpose is, and that's a very powerful place to be. So that's it. 3 things this week. Number 1, your job is not your purpose, although it can be an expression of your purpose. Number 2, do a check-in this week to see if your purpose may have changed, if what you were really getting up to might seem a little bit outdated now. And number 3, get comfortable with the idea that those changes, that pursuit, may disappoint people, and that's okay. That's all I have for you this week, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful one, and until next time, bye for now.